Let's talk about habits. Now, habits is something we do on cue. Habit is a behavior, habit is a style, habit is a pattern. It is something people know us for. Have you noticed that most of the people that you have related with, you know them by their habits? You know the way they talk, you know the way they sound, you know the way they carry themselves, you know their poise, you know their charisma, you know the way they are detailed to issues, you know the way they eat. Okay, so basically, habits is a total sum of who we are. Now, we have different kinds of habits. Some people have the habit of eating, some people have the habit of talking, some people have the habit of gossip, some people have the habit of unfaithfulness, some people have the habit of taking things without permission, some people have the habit of messing up the kitchen. Some people have the habit of messing up the bathroom. Some people have the habit of not flushing when they use the restroom. Some people have the habit of smoking. Some people have the habit of just relating with the wrong crowd. Some people have the habit of negativity. Some people have the habit of talking down on others. It is just who they are. Now, like I said, habit is a total sum of who we are. It is what makes us. Habit is like our DNA. People relate with us based on our habits. Okay, now habits are very powerful. Habits, there's a very thin line between habits and addiction. Okay, I don't want to break it down so long. I don't want this video to be very long. Now, let's let me make safe to say that habit is the younger brother of addiction. Addiction is the deeper part. Okay, so habit is basically the way you do things, the way you carry yourself, the way you sound, the way you listen. The some people, I mean, a lot of us have. I don't think there's any human that does not have a habit. Habit is totally what makes us human. Now, like I said, habits are very, very powerful. A lot of us go as far as making New Year resolutions, but the willpower to carry it out is not there. Now, that is why you make New Year resolutions on 31st night or on the 1st of January, and then you say, I'm not going to do this anymore. I'm not going to act like this anymore. I'm not going to talk like this anymore. I'm going to do it. No. And in 6 months, you're already back to where you said you will not be. Now, it is not enough to make New Year resolutions, but you don't have the willpower to carry it out. You don't. Now, habits, like I said, is powerful. It makes us who we are. It is the way people relate with us. That is what makes us human. Now, habits, and there's negative habit and there's positive habit. But today I'm looking at the negative habits. Okay. Now, when you have a negative habit, first of all, it scares people away from you. When you have a negative habit, it makes people not to relate with you properly. When you have a negative habit, it puts a dent on your personality. People see you as a negativity. Okay, people don't relate with you well. Now, some negative habits you have grown with it. Now, I want you to understand something in this video. Habit is not something you are born with. No, you are not born with it. Habit is something you pick up as you're growing up. It can be negative, it can be positive, like I said, but today I'm looking at the negative. Now, one of the ways to stop a negative habit is one, you need to replace that negative habit with a positive habit. You need to develop what I call a willpower. You have to develop the power of saying, yes, I can. You can do it. Yes, you can do it. The way you talk, the way you eat, the way you do things, the way you are rowdy. You go to somebody's house in 3 minutes, everywhere is littered. You eat things and throw. It's just a habit. You can stop it. You can develop the willpower to say, I can. Yes, I can. As an adult, okay? Because if you don't drop that negative habits, one, it will put a dent on your personality, like I said. Now, another way to stop this habit is that you need to be consistent. When you say you can, make up your mind. Not that you say you can and in the next minute you are doing something else. Now, number two is that accept the fact that a change must be made, because if you are not careful with the habits, it will turn into an addiction. It will turn into serious addiction, because like I said from the beginning of this video, habit is something you do repeatedly. It's something you do on cue. There's a trigger, something triggers it, and then you just find yourself lying, you just find yourself arguing, you just find yourself cheating, you just find yourself being lousy, you just find yourself doing some negative things you already said you were not going to do. Don't put yourself, number three, don't put yourself in the position that will make you do those things. If you must change, you need to be consistent. Like I said, you need to make effort. Don't go back and place yourself in compromising positions that will make you do those things. That habit that you have formed, yes, you watching me now, that habit that you have formed, you can work on it. Okay, you can be a better person. You can let it go. You have to be consistent. You have to first understand the fact that you have a problem that you need to work on. As always, my name is Bina Kenneth. I'm the Big Mom of Africa and your favorite life coach. If you find this video helpful and informative, don't forget to share me out. See you in my next video. Bye for now. Stay intentional.